Welcome to Creepy, the best horror storyteller on YouTube.
Part 1: The Discovery.
Beneath the towering pines and gnarled oaks of Castle Rock, Maine, the summer of 1960 hummed with the restless energy of adolescence. Four friends, bound by the invisible threads of camaraderie, embarked on an adventure that would forever etch their names into the annals of their small town. Gordy LaChance, the quiet observer with a keen eye for detail, led the pack. Chris Chambers, the charismatic soul with a mischievous glint in his eyes, was the group's undisputed leader. Teddy Duchamp, the gentle giant with a heart as big as his frame, provided a soothing presence. And Vern Tessio, the wisecracking sidekick with a penchant for exaggeration, brought a touch of humor to their escapades. On a sweltering summer day, as the sun beat down mercilessly on the dusty roads of Castle Rock, a rumor ignited a spark of curiosity in the minds of the four friends. A young boy named Ray Brower had vanished, his disappearance shrouded in an air of mystery. The whispers that swirled through the town suggested a sinister fate, a tale of foul play that had sent shockwaves through the community. Driven by a mix of morbid fascination and youthful exuberance, Gordy, Chris, Teddy, and Vern hatched a plan to uncover the truth behind Ray Brower's disappearance. Their hearts pounded with anticipation as they embarked on their quest, their footsteps echoing through the dense woods that bordered their town. Their journey led them along a winding trail, the canopy of trees casting long, dappled shadows that danced on the forest floor. The air was thick with the scent of pine needles and damp earth, a symphony of natural aromas that filled their senses. As they ventured deeper into the woods, an eerie silence descended, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves beneath their feet. The sunlight struggled to penetrate the dense foliage, casting an otherworldly glow that heightened their sense of adventure. Suddenly, a piercing scream shattered the tranquility of the forest. The sound, raw and desperate, echoed through the trees, sending shivers down the spines of the four friends. Their hearts pounded like drums in their chests, their breaths catching in their throats. Following the trail of the scream, they stumbled upon a sight that would forever alter the course of their lives. There, amidst the tangled undergrowth, lay the lifeless body of Ray Brower. The sight was gruesome, a stark reminder of the fragility of life. The boy's face was pale and lifeless, his eyes vacant, staring blankly into the sky. His body was contorted in an unnatural position, a testament to the violent force that had claimed his life. The four friends stood transfixed, their minds reeling from the shock of their discovery. They had embarked on a quest for adventure, but they had found something far more profound, something that would forever change their perception of the world around them.
Part 2: The Investigation.
The discovery of Ray Brower's body cast a dark pall over the four friends. The thrill of their adventure had evaporated, replaced by a chilling sense of dread. The weight of their newfound knowledge pressed heavily upon them, the gravity of the situation demanding their attention. Gathered in the hushed stillness of the forest, the four friends exchanged hesitant glances, their minds racing with questions. Who had killed Ray Brower? Why had he been murdered? And what role, if any, did they play in this tragic event? Gordy, ever the pragmatist, took charge, his voice steady despite the turmoil within. He proposed a plan to investigate the circumstances of Ray Brower's death, to uncover the truth that lay hidden beneath the surface of their seemingly peaceful town. Chris, ever the leader, readily agreed, his determination fueled by a sense of justice. Teddy, his heart brimming with compassion, nodded in tacit acceptance, his loyalty to his friends unwavering. And Vern, despite his initial apprehension, found himself drawn into the vortex of their mission, his curiosity piqued by the mystery that unfolded before them. Their investigation began with a careful examination of the crime scene. They meticulously combed through the surrounding area, searching for any clues that might shed light on the events that transpired. They scrutinized every detail, no matter how insignificant it might seem, hoping to uncover a hidden thread that would unravel the tangled web of their mystery. Along the way, they stumbled upon a trail of cryptic symbols etched into the bark of trees, their meaning lost to the passage of time. The symbols appeared to be a form of code, a secret language that hinted at a deeper level of involvement, a hidden hand orchestrating the events that led to Ray Brower's demise. Their curiosity piqued, the four friends sought to decipher the cryptic symbols, their minds working in tandem to unravel the mystery. They delved into ancient lore and folklore, searching for any parallels that might provide a key to unlocking the hidden message. As they delved deeper into their investigation, they encountered a mysterious stranger lurking on the fringes of their quest. The man, shrouded in an aura of secrecy, seemed to possess an uncanny knowledge of their movements, his presence casting an unsettling shadow over their endeavors. The stranger's warnings, laced with an undercurrent of menace, served as a stark reminder of the dangers that lay ahead. He cautioned them against delving too deeply into the mystery, his words hinting at a hidden force that would not hesitate to silence those who dared to uncover its secrets. Undeterred by the stranger's ominous warnings, the four friends pressed on, their determination fueled by a growing sense of urgency. They realized that they were no longer mere observers, but active participants in a drama that had engulfed their town. The weight of responsibility settled heavily upon their young shoulders, but they refused to falter. They had embarked on a journey to uncover the truth, and they would not rest until they brought justice to the memory of Ray Brower.
Part 3. The danger.
As the four friends delved deeper into their investigation, the danger that surrounded them intensified. The cryptic symbols they had uncovered seemed to be a warning, a silent threat from those who sought to keep the truth hidden. The mysterious stranger continued to shadow their every move, his presence a constant reminder of the invisible forces at play. His warnings grew more ominous, his words laced with a barely veiled menace that sent shivers down their spines. Despite the growing danger, the four friends remained undeterred, their determination fueled by a sense of justice and a burning desire to uncover the truth. They knew that their quest was fraught with peril, but they were willing to face any obstacle in their pursuit of the truth. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the forest floor, the four friends found themselves pursued by a shadowy figure. Their hearts pounded in their chests as they raced through the dense undergrowth, the figure's relentless pursuit echoing through the trees. They stumbled through the twilight, their breath catching in their throats, their bodies fueled by adrenaline. The figure seemed to glide through the forest, its movement swift and silent, its presence a constant reminder of the danger they faced. Finally, they reached the edge of a cliff, the jagged rocks below threatening to end their perilous journey. The figure emerged from the shadows, its form now fully visible. It was the mysterious stranger, his face contorted in a mask of fury. The four friends stood at bay, their backs against the precipice, their hearts pounding in unison. The stranger approached them, his eyes burning with a cold, calculating intensity. He warned them once more, his voice dripping with venom, to abandon their quest and forget what they had seen. But the four friends stood firm, their determination unwavering. They had come too far to turn back, their pursuit of the truth fueled by a sense of justice that burned brightly within their hearts. As the stranger lunged forward, ready to silence them forever, a fierce struggle ensued. The forest echoed with the sounds of their scuffle, the air thick with tension and fear. Gordy, Chris, Teddy, and Vern fought bravely, their combined strength and determination proving to be a formidable force. They managed to subdue the stranger, his threat neutralized, his secret plans momentarily thwarted. Exhausted but triumphant, the four friends stood tall, their bond strengthened by their shared experience. They had faced danger and emerged victorious, their resolve to uncover the truth solidified by their narrow escape. The stranger, defeated and humiliated, retreated into the shadows, his plans for the time being thwarted. But the four friends knew that the danger was far from over. The forces they had unleashed were powerful and would not rest until their secrets were safe once more. With renewed determination, the four friends pressed on, their quest for the truth now a matter of survival. They knew that the road ahead was fraught with peril, but they were no longer mere observers. They were the guardians of Castle Rock's secrets, and they would not rest until justice prevailed.
Part 4. The secrets.
As the four friends continued their investigation, they began to uncover the dark secrets that had been buried beneath the surface of their seemingly peaceful town. They discovered that Ray Brower's death was not an isolated incident, but part of a pattern of violence and corruption that had plagued Castle Rock for decades. Their journey of discovery led them to the town's historical records, dusty archives filled with tales of unsolved murders and unexplained disappearances. They delved into the town's past, unearthing stories of powerful individuals who had used their influence to conceal their crimes and maintain their grip on power. Along the way, they encountered individuals who were connected to the dark underbelly of Castle Rock, figures who had been silenced or marginalized by those who sought to protect their secrets. These individuals, burdened by the weight of their knowledge, were hesitant to share their stories, fearing the repercussions that might follow. But the four friends, fueled by their determination to uncover the truth, persisted. They listened patiently to the whispered tales of past atrocities, their hearts heavy with the realization that their town was far from the idyllic place they had once believed it to be. They learned of a sinister organization that had operated in the shadows of Castle Rock for generations, a group that had manipulated events and silenced those who dared to challenge their authority. This organization, shrouded in secrecy, had used its influence to control the town's destiny, ensuring that their crimes remained hidden from the light of day. The four friends realized that they were now entangled in a web of deceit and corruption far more complex than they had ever imagined. They understood that their quest for the truth was not merely a pursuit of justice for Ray Brower, but a battle against the forces that had kept Castle Rock in its grip for far too long. The weight of this knowledge pressed heavily upon them, but they refused to falter. They were no longer just four friends seeking adventure. They were the guardians of Castle Rock's secrets, the bearers of the truth that had been suppressed for far too long. As they delved deeper into the town's dark history, they discovered that the organization that had orchestrated Ray Brower's death was not just a relic of the past, but a force that remained active in the present. They realized that their investigation had attracted the attention of those who would stop at nothing to protect their secrets. The danger that surrounded them intensified, the shadows closing in as they approached the heart of the conspiracy. The four friends knew that they were playing a dangerous game, but they were determined to see it through to the end. With courage and determination as their weapons, they pressed on, their quest for the truth leading them into the darkest corners of Castle Rock, where secrets lay buried and justice had long been denied.
Part 5. The Betrayal.
As the four friends delved deeper into the dark underbelly of Castle Rock, the bonds of their friendship were tested to their limits. The pressure of their investigation, the constant fear of discovery, and the weight of the secrets they carried began to take their toll. Chris, the charismatic leader of the group, found himself struggling to maintain his composure. The weight of responsibility pressed heavily upon him, and the constant threat of danger gnawed at his nerves. He began to question their motives, wondering if they were playing with forces beyond their control. Gordy, the quiet observer, felt a growing sense of isolation. He watched as the pressure mounted on his friends, their unity slowly crumbling under the weight of their shared burden. He feared that their quest for the truth would ultimately tear them apart. Teddy, the gentle giant of the group, struggled to reconcile his innate kindness with the harsh realities they had uncovered. He saw the pain and fear in his friends' eyes, and his heart ached for them. He questioned the need to expose the truth if it meant sacrificing their friendship. And Vern, the wisecracking sidekick, found himself losing his sense of humor. The darkness they had unearthed had cast a pall over his once jovial spirit. He felt a growing sense of dread, wondering if they had bitten off more than they could chew. The tension reached a boiling point when Chris, overwhelmed by the pressure and fearing for his own safety, made a fateful decision. He betrayed his friends, revealing their investigation to the shadowy organization that had orchestrated Ray Brower's death. Chris's betrayal sent shockwaves through the group, shattering the trust that had once bound them together. The four friends, once united in their pursuit of the truth, were now divided, their bond irreparably fractured. Gordy, his heart heavy with disappointment, confronted Chris, his voice laced with anger and betrayal. He accused Chris of sacrificing their friendship for his own survival, of abandoning their quest for justice in favor of his own self-preservation. Chris, his face contorted in a mask of guilt and desperation, tried to justify his actions, claiming that he had acted out of fear and a desire to protect his friends. But his words fell on deaf ears, his betrayal leaving an indelible mark on their bond. The betrayal left the remaining three friends reeling, their faith in each other shaken to its core. They questioned their ability to continue their investigation without the support of their once trusted leader. But amidst the turmoil and despair, a spark of determination ignited within them. They refused to let Chris's betrayal derail their quest for the truth. They would continue their investigation, honoring Ray Brower's memory and bringing justice to those who had wronged him, even if it meant facing the consequences alone. With renewed resolve, Gordy, Teddy, and Vern set out to confront the organization that had orchestrated the dark events that had plagued Castle Rock for decades. They knew that the path ahead was fraught with danger, but they were determined to see it through to the end.
Part 6. The Truth.
After Chris's betrayal, the remaining three friends, Gordy, Teddy, and Vern, were determined to uncover the truth about Ray Brower's death and bring justice to those responsible. They knew that the path ahead would be dangerous, but they were willing to face whatever challenges came their way. Their quest led them to the heart of Castle Rock's dark underbelly, where they discovered that the organization responsible for Ray Brower's murder was far more powerful and influential than they had ever imagined. This organization, known as the Brotherhood, had been operating in the shadows for generations, manipulating events and silencing those who dared to challenge their authority. The Brotherhood's members were some of the most powerful and respected figures in Castle Rock, including politicians, businessmen, and law enforcement officials. They had used their influence to control the town's destiny, ensuring that their crimes remained hidden from the light of day. Gordy, Teddy, and Vern realized that they were now entangled in a web of deceit and corruption that was far deeper than they had ever anticipated. They knew that their quest for the truth was not merely a pursuit of justice for Ray Brower, but a battle against the very foundations of Castle Rock society. As they delved deeper into the Brotherhood's secrets, they discovered that the organization's motives were far more sinister than they had initially believed. The Brotherhood was not just interested in power and control, they were also engaged in a series of occult rituals and experiments that threatened the very fabric of reality. Gordy, Teddy, and Vern were horrified by what they learned, but they knew that they could not turn back. They had uncovered a truth that could not be ignored, and they were determined to bring the Brotherhood to justice. However, they were not alone in their fight. They discovered that there were others in Castle Rock who had also been affected by the Brotherhood's dark deeds, individuals who had been silenced or marginalized by the organization's power. These individuals, united by their shared desire for justice, joined forces with Gordy, Teddy, and Vern, forming a resistance against the Brotherhood's oppressive regime. Together, they devised a plan to expose the Brotherhood's crimes to the world. They gathered evidence of the organization's wrongdoings, including recordings of their secret meetings, documents detailing their illegal activities, and eyewitness accounts of their crimes. They knew that their plan was risky, that the Brotherhood would not hesitate to silence them again. But they were determined to see it through to the end. They believed that the truth, no matter how painful, had to be brought to light. The final confrontation with the Brotherhood was fierce and bloody. The organization, desperate to protect its secrets, unleashed its full force against Gordy, Teddy, and Vern and their allies. But the resistance stood strong, their determination fueled by their shared desire for justice. In the end, the Brotherhood was defeated. Their secrets were exposed to the world, and their reign of terror came to an end. Castle Rock was finally free from their oppressive grip. Gordy, Teddy, and Vern, once just four friends seeking adventure, had become the heroes of Castle Rock. They had faced danger and adversity, but they had never wavered in their pursuit of the truth. They had uncovered the darkness that had plagued their town for so long, and they had brought justice to those who had been wronged. As the dust settled, Castle Rock began the slow process of healing. The town would never be the same again, but the weight of the Brotherhood's oppressive regime had been lifted. The people of Castle Rock could finally look to the future with hope, knowing that they had been freed from the shackles of darkness.
Part 7. The Chase.
With the Brotherhood exposed and their reign of terror brought to an end, Castle Rock was on the verge of a new era. The town, once shrouded in secrecy and fear, was now bathed in the light of truth, its citizens finally free from the oppressive grip of the organization that had held them captive for so long. Gordy, Teddy, and Vern, the heroes who had dared to challenge the Brotherhood, were hailed as saviors. Their names were etched into the town's history, their bravery forever remembered by the people they had liberated. But their victory was not without cost. The confrontation with the Brotherhood had taken its toll, leaving physical and emotional scars that would forever mark them. They had faced danger and adversity, witnessing the darkest depths of human nature and the lengths to which some would go to protect their secrets. Despite the scars they bore, they were determined to move forward, to help rebuild their shattered town and usher in a brighter future for Castle Rock. They worked tirelessly alongside their fellow citizens, lending their strength and support to the healing process. However, their peace was short-lived. A sinister figure emerged from the shadows, a remnant of the Brotherhood's dark legacy, determined to avenge the organization's fall and silence the heroes who had brought it down. This figure, known only as the Pursuer, was a master of disguise and deception, capable of blending into the shadows and striking without warning. They possessed a relentless determination and a thirst for vengeance that fueled their relentless pursuit of Gordy, Teddy, and Vern. The Pursuer's relentless chase cast a pall over Castle Rock, a chilling reminder of the darkness that had once gripped the town. The fear that had been vanquished only months before began to creep back into the hearts of its citizens, a lingering shadow that threatened to disrupt the fragile peace they had so painstakingly rebuilt. Gordy, Teddy, and Vern found themselves once again on the run, their lives turned upside down by this new threat. They knew that they could not rest until they had brought the Pursuer to justice, until they had extinguished the last embers of the Brotherhood's reign of terror. Their pursuit of the Pursuer led them deep into the labyrinthine depths of Castle Rock, through forgotten alleyways and abandoned buildings, where secrets whispered from the shadows and danger lurked around every corner. They faced a series of deadly traps and cunning ambushes, each encounter pushing them to the limits of their endurance. Despite the constant threat, the bond between Gordy, Teddy, and Vern grew stronger than ever. Their shared experiences had forged an unbreakable connection, a friendship that could withstand any storm. They relied on each other for support, their individual strengths complementing each other, forming a formidable force against the darkness that pursued them. The chase culminated in a final confrontation, a showdown that would determine the fate of Castle Rock once and for all. Gordy, Teddy, and Vern faced the pursuer in a battle of wits and courage, their determination fueled by the desire to protect their town and bring justice to those who had been wronged. In the end, they emerged victorious, their bravery and determination proving to be the ultimate weapons against the forces of darkness. The pursuer was defeated, their reign of terror brought to an end, and Castle Rock was finally free from the shackles of fear. With the town's liberation complete, Gordy, Teddy, and Vern could finally rest, their spirits lifted by the knowledge that they had made a lasting difference in the lives of their fellow citizens. They had faced the darkness and emerged victorious, their names forever etched in the annals of Castle Rock history as the heroes who saved their town from the brink of destruction.
Part 8, The Justice.
As the dust settled following their final confrontation with the pursuer, Gordy, Teddy, and Vern stood amidst the ruins of the Brotherhood's secret lair, the weight of their victory heavy upon their shoulders. They had faced unimaginable dangers, witnessed the darkest depths of human nature, and emerged as the unlikely heroes of Castle Rock. The town they had once known had been transformed by their actions, the shackles of fear and oppression shattered, replaced by a newfound sense of hope and unity. The citizens of Castle Rock looked upon them with gratitude, their names etched into the town's history as the saviors who had liberated them from the Brotherhood's reign of terror. But amidst the celebrations and accolades, the three friends carried the scars of their ordeal, the memories of their encounters with darkness forever etched in their minds. They had seen the lengths to which some would go to protect their secrets, the depths of depravity that lurked beneath the surface of seemingly ordinary lives. Despite the trauma they bore, they found solace in their shared bond, their friendship forged in the crucible of adversity. They had faced the abyss together, their individual strengths complementing each other, forming an unbreakable force against the darkness that had threatened their town. Their victory over the Brotherhood was not merely a personal triumph, it was a symbolic victory for justice, a testament to the power of truth and courage in the face of overwhelming odds. They had brought to light the organization's crimes, exposing their nefarious activities to the world and bringing them to account for their wrongdoings. As Castle Rock embarked on a new era, the three friends remained committed to their town's recovery, lending their support to the rebuilding process and helping to heal the wounds of the past. They worked tirelessly alongside their fellow citizens, their actions driven by a deep sense of responsibility and a desire to make amends for the Brotherhood's misdeeds. Their efforts were not in vain. Castle Rock emerged from the ashes of its dark past, transformed by the courage and resilience of its people. The town embraced a new spirit of openness and transparency, determined to prevent the recurrence of such a dark chapter in its history. Gordy, Teddy, and Vern, once just four friends seeking adventure, had become the guardians of Castle Rock, their names forever intertwined with the town's legacy. They had faced the darkness and emerged victorious, their actions shaping the course of history and ensuring that the light of justice would forever shine upon Castle Rock.
Part 9, The Aftermath.
The echoes of the final confrontation with the pursuer gradually faded, replaced by a newfound sense of tranquility that settled over Castle Rock. The town, once shrouded in secrecy and fear, now basked in the warm glow of truth and justice, its citizens finally free from the oppressive grip of the Brotherhood. Gordy, Teddy, and Vern, the heroes who had dared to challenge the darkness, found themselves navigating the unfamiliar territory of fame and recognition. Their names were etched into the annals of Castle Rock's history, their bravery forever remembered by the people they had liberated. Yet, amidst the accolades and celebrations, they carried the indelible scars of their ordeal, the memories of their encounters with darkness forever etched in their minds. They had glimpsed the depths of human depravity, witnessed the lengths to which some would go to protect their secrets, and bore the weight of the knowledge they had uncovered. Despite the trauma they had endured, their friendship remained their anchor, a bond forged in the crucible of adversity. They had faced the abyss together, their individual strengths complementing each other, forming an unbreakable force against the forces of darkness that had threatened their town. Their victory over the Brotherhood was not merely a personal triumph. It was a symbolic victory for justice, a testament to the power of truth and courage in the face of overwhelming odds. They had brought to light the organization's crimes, exposing their nefarious activities to the world and bringing them to account for their wrongdoings. As Castle Rock embarked on a new era, the three friends remained committed to their town's recovery, lending their support to the rebuilding process and helping to heal the wounds of the past. They worked tirelessly alongside their fellow citizens, their actions driven by a deep sense of responsibility and a desire to make amends for the Brotherhood's misdeeds. Their efforts bore fruit. Castle Rock emerged from the ashes of its dark past, transformed by the courage and resilience of its people. The town embraced a new spirit of openness and transparency, determined to prevent the recurrence of such a dark chapter in its history. Yet, amidst the newfound peace and prosperity, a sense of unease lingered in Gordy's heart. The events of the past had left an indelible mark on him, a lingering fear that the darkness they had vanquished might one day resurge. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the landscape, Gordy found himself drawn to the edge of the forest that bordered Castle Rock. The memories of his past adventures flooded back, the echoes of his encounters with the Brotherhood whispering through the trees. As he stood there, gazing into the depths of the forest, a sense of foreboding washed over him. The darkness seemed to press in on him, a reminder of the lurking dangers that lay hidden beneath the surface of his seemingly tranquil town. He knew that the battle against darkness was never truly over, that the forces of evil would always seek to prey on the unsuspecting. He vowed to remain vigilant, to protect Castle Rock from any threat that might arise, and to ensure that the light of justice would forever shine upon his beloved town. Gordy, Teddy, and Vern, the heroes of Castle Rock, had faced the darkness and emerged victorious, their names forever intertwined with the town's legacy. They had learned that courage and resilience were the true weapons against the forces of evil, and that the light of truth would always prevail. As they stood together, united by their shared bond, they knew that they would forever be the guardians of Castle Rock, their names forever etched in the annals of its history.
Part 10, The Legacy.
Years passed since the events that had transformed Castle Rock, but the town's memory of Gordy, Teddy, and Vern remained vivid, their names whispered with reverence and gratitude. Their legacy was etched in the town's history, a testament to the courage and resilience of its people in the face of darkness. Gordy, Teddy, and Vern had become the embodiment of Castle Rock's spirit, their actions shaping the course of the town's future. They had taught the people of Castle Rock the importance of unity, the power of truth, and the unwavering belief in the inherent goodness of humanity. As the years unfolded, Castle Rock flourished, its citizens embracing the values that Gordy, Teddy, and Vern had instilled in them. The town became a beacon of hope and inspiration, a testament to the transformative power of courage and justice. Gordy, now a renowned author, continued to share his stories, his words weaving tales of adventure, friendship, and the enduring spirit of humanity. His writings resonated with readers worldwide, inspiring them to confront their own fears and pursue their dreams with unwavering determination. Teddy, whose gentle demeanor masked a profound strength of character, became a pillar of support for the community, his wisdom and compassion guiding those in need. He established a foundation dedicated to empowering youth, nurturing their talents, and fostering a sense of purpose and belonging. Vern, whose wit and humor had brought light to their darkest moments, became a beloved teacher, his infectious enthusiasm igniting a passion for learning in his students. He encouraged them to think critically, to question the world around them, and to never lose sight of the power of laughter. Together, Gordy, Teddy, and Vern remained the guardians of Castle Rock, their bond of friendship an unbreakable force that protected the town from the shadows of the past. They were a living reminder that even in the face of darkness, the light of hope and justice would forever prevail. And so, the legend of Gordy, Teddy, and Vern lived on, their stories passed down through generations, inspiring young minds and reminding the people of Castle Rock of the transformative power of courage, friendship, and the unwavering belief in the inherent goodness of humanity.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more similar horror stories.